Welcome to The Wolf That Chased the Moon, Volume 1. For eons, a colossal wolf spirit has hunted the celestial light, driven by a hollow ache and a stolen shadow. But some secrets are hidden for a reason, and the truth waiting on the lunar surface may be more devastating than the void itself. Welcome to The Wolf That Chased the Moon, Volume 1. If this story pulls you in, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can follow the next part the moment it arrives. For 1,000 years, Fenris has run across the floating peaks of the celestial realm. He does not hunt for prey, but for a piece of himself. The shadow the moon stole in a flash of silver light. Every time he draws near, the moon drifts further away, mocking his desperation as the very ground beneath his paws shatters into stardust.
Fenris lets out a guttural howl of frustration, his lungs burning with the cold air of the void as he refuses to let the distance grow.
He looks down at the luminescent soil and sees only a void where his reflection should be, a constant reminder of the emptiness inside his spirit. Determined to end the cycle, Fenris gathers every ounce of his celestial strength, preparing for a leap that defies the laws of the heavens. He flings himself into the Great Divide, leaving the world a stone behind to bridge the gap between the earth and the stars. Fenris reaches the edge of the known world, where the earth simply ends. The moon remains tantalizingly out of reach, a silent thief holding his stolen soul. Between him and his goal lies the celestial breach, a chaotic void that shreds everything it touches. To cross it is to risk total erasure from existence.
He refuses to spend another eternity in longing. Fenris gathers every ounce of his spiritual strength, preparing for a leap that defies gravity.
As he breaks the tether to the earth, his very essence begins to fracture. Golden starlight bleeds from his paws, the heavy price of crossing the forbidden divide.
With a final, desperate surge, Fenris hurls himself into the abyss. He casts aside his physical anchor, choosing the risk of dissolution over a life of incompleteness.
The void screams, but the distance finally closes. He streaks across the heavens like a falling star, destined to collide with the shimmering surface of the moon.
He had spent eons chasing a thief, only to find a sanctuary of silver light.
Before him stood Luna, the moon spirit, her presence a calm tide against his storm of rage. He snarled, demanding the return of the shadow that had left him feeling hollow and incomplete. But Luna's voice was a lullaby, revealing that his shadow was not stolen, but entrusted to her for safekeeping. It was a seal of protection, guarding him from a grief too heavy for any spirit to carry. To reclaim his wholeness, Fenris would first have to face the memory the moon had hidden. Luna leads Fenris toward a shimmering pool of liquid moonlight, where the secrets of his forgotten past lie dormant. As the surface ripples, a horrific vision emerges of a forest consumed by ancient fire and a pack of wolves screaming in agony.
Fenris recoils as the forgotten memory hits him, recognizing the faces of the kin he failed to protect.
Luna reveals that his missing shadow was actually the crushing weight of this grief, hidden away to save his spirit from breaking. He realizes that peace without memory is a lie, and he chooses to reach into the depths to reclaim his sorrow. As the dark shadow surges back into his heart, the hollow void within Fenris finally closes, binding his spirit to the truth of his loss.
Fenris stares at the swirling void of his reclaimed shadow, fearing the grief it carries. As the shadow merges with his spirit, the crushing weight of centuries-old loss floods back into his heart. Instead of recoiling, Fenris leans into the agony, choosing the truth of his past over the comfort of emptiness. The transformation is complete. He is no longer a hollow ghost, but a balanced being of both light and dark. With a final nod to Luna, Fenris leaps from the lunar heights, returning to the world he once abandoned. As the first light of dawn touches his fur, a distant, familiar howl echoes through the valley, proving he is not the last of his kind.